What if the person the whole country laughed with was silently carrying more than anyone knew? That's the kind of story that rarely gets told, and yet it might be the most important one of all. Before William Frawley ever stepped in front of a television camera, he had already lived 100 lives. Born in Burlington, Iowa in 1887, he grew up in a world where entertainment meant standing on a stage with no second chances.
Vaudeville was brutal that way.
You either made the audience feel something in the first 30 seconds, or you lost them completely. There were no retakes.
No editors.
Just you, the lights, and the silence before the laugh. Frawley spent decades learning that silence, learning how to break it, how to hold it, and how to make it mean something. By the time the 1930s and 1940s arrived, he had appeared in over 100 films. Think about that number. 100. And yet most people never knew his name. He was the dependable face in the background, the police captain, the gruff manager, the authority figure who grounded every scene he entered. Directors didn't cast him to shine. They cast him because without him, scenes fell apart. Then 1951 changed everything. Television was exploding, and a new show called I Love Lucy needed someone to play Fred Mertz. Frawley was in his 60s. Hollywood had a habit of forgetting men like him at that age. CBS had doubts. But Desi Arnaz saw something in him that others were too cautious to see: discipline. The kind you only earn after 50 years of live performance. So Frawley got the role. And the rest?
History.
From 1953 to 1957, he received 5 consecutive Emmy nominations. Fred Mertz wasn't the chaos of the show that belonged to Lucy. Fred was the ground beneath it. His slower rhythm, his perfectly timed skepticism, his way of reacting like a man who had seen it all before. That was the invisible architecture holding the comedy together. You never noticed it while laughing. That was the whole point. Behind the camera, reports suggest his relationship with co-star Vivian Vance was distant, shaped by differences in age and personality. But here's what matters: audiences never knew. Every rehearsal was completed. Every cue was met. Every scene landed. That is what professionalism looks like when it's real. After Lucy ended, he moved to My Three Sons, playing Uncle Bub Casey, another steady elder, another quiet anchor. His health declined through the mid-1960s. He passed in 1966 at age 79, too ill even to attend his final Lucy filming.
No fanfare. No dramatic farewell.
Just a man who had shown up for decades and then quietly didn't anymore. There is a lesson buried inside that quietness. Legacy isn't always loud. Sometimes the most important people in any room are the ones holding everything together while someone else takes the bow. Frawley never chased the spotlight. He simply refused to leave his post. And because of that, millions of people laughed and never even stopped to wonder why it felt so real.